All right. All right. So you presented these problems, and the way you went about it is by solving this polynomial, right? And you did find the answers, but that wasn't the questions here. Here you have to list all the possible zeros, right? Or whatever the x can be, which you did, but here you have to follow the rational zeros theorem, and you have to list all the possible zeros that you can use in in your process. Okay, and so here it goes. If p of x is a polynomial, and the p of x I mean f of x here, with integers coefficients, and here we have integers coefficient. For x cubed you have 1, for x squared you have 1, for the x term you have -9, and for the constant you have -9, right? And if it is equal to 0, right, then p is a factor of the constant term of p of x, and q is a factor of the leading coefficient of p of x, right? What it means is that all the possible rational zeros should fall into a rational term, p over q, right? Where p are all the possible factors of 9, right? So all the possible factors of 9 will be the equivalent of p, and all the possible factors of q will be 1 in this case, right? Whatever the coefficient is for the first term or the leading term. So if I were to list all the possible factors of p here, which is for 9, then it could be plus minus 1, right? Plus minus 3, and also plus minus 9, right? So 1 times 9, right? 9 times 1, and so on, or -1 times 9. All those combinations will give me -9, right? Same thing here, 3 and -3. So those are all the possible factors of 9, right? There's nothing beyond that or less than 1, whatever. Now for q, it will be the same thing. All the possible factors of 1. And there's only two options, right? The plus and the -1. 1 times 1, 1. -1 times -1, 1. So those are all the possible factors, or those are all the possible zeros in combination. So p over q, right? So since it's over +1 or -1, we can disregard this, and all the possible factors are just plus minus 1, plus minus 3, and plus minus 9. Okay? And usually when you're trying to solve a function like this, you will use synthetic division, and you will use those possible zeros to solve for this function. Okay? But the question is, you want to list all these possible zeros, and within all those possibilities, then you have your zeros, and that's what you solve for, but that's not what they're asking for. They're asking you for plus minus 1, plus minus 3, plus minus 9. Okay? Hopefully I did a okay job explaining this process.